Well, then, in that case, fucking welcome, Scott.
Welcome back.
Fuck yeah. The champion of partially cooked.
It is great. I feel like I was partially cooked. I might have left some people in the oven a bit longer, though.
Oh, man. Like, you against Alexi, that was great.
Oh,
that was my favorite round of the night.
It was fun. I had a good feeling.
Underdog came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Like I heard you on Lucas's thing. You're like, I'm really surprised Scott won. I'm like, thank you.
I mean, no, I was like, all of my money was on JP. Right. I thought JP was going to come in swinging. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Alexi did a little bit better than I thought he was too.
Yeah.
No, I don't think nobody phoned it in. I think everybody brought it, and especially for the inaugural partially cooked show. I mean, I think it went really well. I'm also biased because I'm wearing the fucking belt right now, but
a little bit.
So for me, I was like, yeah, that went great. I loved it, but Zach
did really good too.
It was a lot of fun. Zach and I were pretty close.
Yeah,
in the applause
it was, and it was between y'all two who was going to go on.
No, yeah, and it was
0.02 decibels.
Yeah,
off.
that much.
Yep.
Wow, it's no, and Zach had some good ones, and I'm fine with being roasted. I enjoy it.
That means if you bring somebody, you need to have your people sit closer to Seth. That way, when he's doing the decibel check, they're louder right there.
I did think about that with inviting people. I'm like, should I tell them to be quiet? Is it cheating?
Yeah, that's a shitty move.
Yeah, it's a shitty move. Yeah. I mean,
once they're in the crowd, they're not your people anymore. Ideally, they're the crowd.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I always tell people. Once we clock in, we're not friends anymore. Like, we're on the clock. We are co-workers.
No, yeah, it's a weird thing. Having civilian friends around your comedian friends. I hate that word. I hate that word for non-comics.
Civilians?
Yeah, dude.
What else would you rather call them?
I don't know, non-comics.
Normies.
Plebes.
I could go with normies.
Plebeians.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfunnies.
Yeah.
So, no, not every funny person has to be a comic. I know some really funny people that ain't comics.
Oh, some of the funniest people I know aren't comics. It just doesn't translate to stage.
Thing. You have to also write and work at it.
Yeah.
I feel like some of my funny friends that aren't comics, if they would just try
a little bit,
they'd crush it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you don't realize the gift you have.
Right.
You have,
but they're sane people,
or maybe they do, and they know they'd make more money as a lawyer.
Yeah, JJ,
that's funny. So what did you think about the format? Because we had y'all go 3 jokes apiece, and we felt like that was a little short. So this next time around, everybody's going to do 5 jokes apiece.
I think 5 is great. I even thought that during the show. Because I feel like the crowd. So we went up ahead of time, and we all did sets. We all did 10 minutes, and the crowd. I made them laugh, but I could tell they were there for roast. I could tell that they were waiting for roast. Like I was shucking and jiving. I got the energy.
Yeah, so we're gonna shorten that part a lot, and then try to lengthen the roast part, and then also everybody's doing 5 jokes, and we're gonna do a losers bracket where all the losers are going to go against each other until there's just one person that didn't win a single one, and we're going to put a fork in them, and they're going to be cooked.
Are they going to have a giant fork sticking out?
Somehow, yes. And then we're also going to have them parade around the loony bin with a bell going, shame, shame, shame. It's going to be great.
Oh, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait to see one of y'all do that.
Oh, yeah. No, it could be me. It's anyone. It's anyone's game.
It's...
I'd love to see the champion confident. God damn it.
No, it's fine. I just
worked for him last time.
It did. He came in here and was like, I'm not very confident. I don't like to see people. And they came out and destroyed everybody.
Yeah, it was a weird moment of inspiration because I'm such a procrastinator. I'm a terrible procrastinator in all aspects of life.
Yeah, me too.
Always have. Yeah, I know. I think it's a comic thing or like an ADHD thing or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So and this is not me bragging. Like I wrote most of those jokes that day. I pretty much wrote those jokes
because you had to. I was like, shit, I got to get something out.
Yeah, because I was just like, oh man, I can't think of anything. And then because I don't know about y'all, and the way my writing, just my creativity works, I feel like me showing up to write in my notebook or journal every day is important because that just like activates my subconscious, and then it's almost later that the fruit is born. It's not even on.
It's not even while you're riding.
Yeah.
It's just digging that coal out of the way.
Right, and and that's with everything. It's just showing it. Yeah, digging coal out of the way. You have that shoveling dirt metaphor.
That's interesting because like sometimes I'll sit down and like nothing. Like I'm just like writing just bullshit.
Yeah, but you got the dirt out of the way. That way, next time you get there, that hole's a little deeper. You can find the gold.
I gotta stop waiting like weeks in between writing.
Yeah, you got to dig, buddy.
Yeah.
No, it's a whole thing. It's
and it sucks because every time you show up and you don't find gold, you just feel terrible.
Right.
You're like, oh, I hate this. Why am I not funny now?
Yeah.
Should I have not done this? Should I have? And like everybody starts hating themselves.
Well, that's part of where that's a humility. I don't know. You got to have humility as a comic because I went at the open mic the next night at the joint. I didn't really have joke, probably because I spent all my time writing jokes, looking at writing roasts and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the next night I was like, okay, need to think of something new, and it was a very fair to middling sort of set. I'm like, well, all right. That's you can get humbled as soon as you.
It's pretty easy to do that. I guess you put all your eggs in one basket that week.
Yeah. I mean,
it's tough to like because when you have roast jokes and they go well. I mean, clearly yours went well. You won the damn belt. Fucking Scoundrels undisputed champion.
Undisputed.
But like when you have something go that well and then you try to dip back into just your act and you know that all of your writing went into that roast and
right.
you haven't really been working on the act as much because you've been worried about that roast.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a hard mountain to climb.
It is, but it's a good one. It's good exercise.
Yeah.
You know, I like bouldering. I can do it. It's a lot of things because I used to have to write on deadline all the time. I was a journalist for a freaking trucking magazine.
Oh, nice.
Which yeah.
Big Mother Truckers.
Yeah, Big Mother Truckers. You know, it was about that.
Scott loves them Big Mother Truckers.
No, I did. No, but it was just like I had to write on deadline constantly about stuff I did not care about at all. And it was hell. What? Yeah.
What could you possibly write in a trucking magazine?
I mean, you can write about freight rates. You can write about the supply chain, tires. I went to a tire factory. It was me, boots on the ground, journalist, reporter Scott Keith at the Yokohama Tire Factory in Mississippi. And I'm like, oh, I'm glad I went to college so I could hang out, drive 5 hours there and back for this tire factory.
Did you ask some? Did you uncover any scandals?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Lot Lizard gives Tim herpes.
Yeah, it's
more at 7.
It's barely journalism. No. I was a journalist the same way Bair was a soldier. Like I don't know.
Ooh, shots fired. Nice.
You read magazines?
Yeah. Kind of. I don't know. It was like a weird half PR thing. All
right.
It was a weird thing. And then I'm just hanging out like around truckers and stuff, and I'm like, "Hey guys, you guys like jokes? You guys like science fiction video games?" Like it was completely culturally just I don't know. Imagine me at a trucking convention. Like that's what it was. So weird.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I've read somewhere that like truckers are responsible for thousands of unsolved murders every year.
What you mean, solving them or causing them?
They're no.
Are they the murderers?
They're the murderers. Yeah.
Oh, it's just because they're coming into town and they murder somebody.
How do they know that if they're
Especially
unsolved
on
murders?
I-40.
If they're unsolved murders,
Because they're all on I-40.
yeah.
Yeah.
All the unsolved ones are really close to the interstate.
Yeah.
Like Little Rock's a big stop, too. Like
Right? Is that why their crime rate's here? High here?
Well, I
'Cause of
imagine
truckers?
it's part of it.
Oh, okay. It's I don't know. When you get bored, you know, you ever get bored and just
Kill somebody?
kill somebody, you know?
I ain't been that bored.
I don't know.
Have you ever been arrested?
Have I ever been arrested? No,
Yeah.
I haven't.
Nerd.
I know I am a nerd. It's,
All right.
This is why it's weird. People were saying it was hard to come up with roasts for me, and that's part of the advantage I have is I'm such a piece of Wonder Bread.
You're just
that
pretty vanilla.
It's like I'm a mayonnaise sandwich.
Yeah.
But that's also good because I'm a blank slate, you know, for the audience. So like
For comedians, you just make up shit about shit.
right, and yeah,
That's what I would do.
That too. No, I can just make up shit. You know, I called Alexi a pedophile, and he's, to my knowledge, not one. I don't know. So I was just, I don't know.
You did say that the women he likes is developing.
Yeah,
That was a good punchline.
yeah,
That was funny.
That was good. That was probably my tightest of the night. Which I mean, I really got to bring it this next time if I want to keep this belt because
Yeah.
I know I got some heavy hitters.
Do you know who's all on this next one?
Yeah, it's Lucas, Lucas Aaron Smith, Big Dre, Andre
Dre.
Price, and
JJ Molinaro.
JJ Molinaro. Yeah, and all three of those guys are very funny. Quite frankly, probably better, or at least at the very least more experienced comics than me.
And all of them can write.
All of them can write
and roast.
I'm really interested in seeing what Dre does because
I am too.
He's more of a crowd. He's more of a crowd work comic, but also he's a big black guy, and I'm a piece of Wonder Bread. He can toast my ass.
Yeah,
so
it's gonna be great.
No, I'll be fine.
Yeah, that'll be really interesting.
No, you'll smell burnt toast, and you're like, am I having?
If you come out next month with that belt again, like you're the GOAT.
I know.
Undisputed is true.
Yeah.
Like no one will say.
The only disputation we have is Monday, July 29th, not January, July 29th.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys in January, everyone.
And I don't think anyone saw the show doubts that you won. Like it was very clear you did great.
Oh no, I mean I do struggle with like confidence stuff. Man, that was a mopey episode last time. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, all that. Which is funny. You were like, "Oh, Scott, I didn't know you struggled with like self-confidence." I'm like, have we ever talked? Ever?
We hadn't.
That was y'all's first conversation.
We really hadn't. Not that much.
No, it's one of those things. I have these comedy friends, but I mostly see them in this like weird stand-up environment.
Right.
I'm like, oh, is there a human behind that? Oh.
Yeah, man. That is like a hard thing to realize is that like, a lot of these comics are just people behind their candy coating hard shell of.
I mean, Seth, you're a god to me, and every time I'm amazed that you're a human behind that, mask.
God?
Yeah, you're.
Which god is he?
Yeah, I don't know.
The god of what?
The god of drinking and driving.
I don't know. Yeah, fucking Dionysus.
Yeah,
dude, getting wine drunk, mommy wine drunk.
Came back from the dead.
Yeah, did Dionysus come back from the dead?
He was crucified on a cross.
Oh yeah,
and resurrected 3 days later.
Is Dionysus Jesus?
He is about 500 years before the story of Jesus. So some people could say, there was some big plagiarism going on.
I mean, nobody's fact checking this.
A lot of people actually have. And in fact, Dionysus is one of about 3 or 4 dozen different Christ-like characters that share almost the exact same Messiah story. Traveled about with 12 disciples, died, born of a virgin, died 3 days later, resurrected on the cross.
Seth hates Palestine, guys. You heard it here first.
I don't know.
Your religion's dumb.
Yeah, but so are the Jews too. Like they're all dumb. It's all stupid. But it's crazy because like all these major religions, they all share the same Holy Land.
That's where it gets tricky because like we got a big fucking planet. If we could find like one over here and one over here, like how much better the world would be if we had 3 Holy Lands.
It'd be so much better.
If we could just send everybody to Saskatchewan and they're just hanging out with moose and like that's easy. You're just away from everybody. You're chilling.
Right.
You could be like the Mormons and say the Garden of Eden was in Missouri. They can have Missouri.
Yes, brilliant. At least
the Mormons were smart. The Mormons were smart. They found their own Holy Land.
Right. Exactly. At least they tried. And they're out of every war. Like, why can't we just be like, hey, have y'all been to Orlando? It's got fucking Disneyland. Busch Gardens is in Tampa. It's like this could be the Holy Land. This could be the Holy Land. That fucking train goes through that hotel.
You think God's Holy Land is in Florida?
Disney World.
I mean, there's a lot of God in Florida. I don't know if you've driven through. Yeah. There's a lot of billboards.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of Florida man stories.
Yeah, there's also a lot of Florida.
I just don't see any way. If we're trying to sell a world religion on moving out of Jerusalem, like let's sell them something a little bit better than Florida.
I don't know.
Let's at least give them Malvern.
Weren't you thinking of Jesus, dude? No, my family's from Malvern. There's plenty of Jesus there. Trust me. Weren't you thinking of moving to Florida, dude? Weren't you in Florida? You're a Florida guy. You were just in Florida.
I was just in Florida. I was considering moving to Florida.
And then you went there?
But that doesn't mean that it's the Holy Land.
Right.
Like
I only go to places where I can feel the presence of God in every turn.
Have you been on Thunder Mountain?
Have I been on Thunder Mountain? I don't know. I've ridden the ET ride at Universal, and it might be the Holy Land. It's a pretty good ride. It's pretty good.
I'm just saying, we've got to sell either Christians, Jews, or Muslims on this place, and I think we have better options in Florida.
I think you're right. What would it be?
Right.
Not Malvern. I'm talking like.
Well, a lot of cities on the coast, they don't like religious people.
Honestly, Ozark, Arkansas has some wonderful wine.
That's true.
Arkansas has fertile ground.
All right, let's get you canceled. Okay, real quick. You got to choose between the Christians. We can't say Christians because there's already Christians here. So let's say between Jews and Muslims, who do you want to be your neighbor in Ozark?
I mean,
You got to pick one.
I'm looking for a career in showbiz, so I'm going to say Jews. I'm gonna not piss off the people.
It's a pretty good answer.
Yeah. Did you make them laugh a few times? You're in.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying. That's why I'm going for that whole neurotic angle on my comedy.
And I asked this question last week, and I wanted to ask you again for this roast. I think this is a great question for all the comedians. What is your most bigoted opinion?
Yeah, you asked that of Lucas. I thought his answer was interesting because he was like, I don't know.
Surprised me.
I was like, yeah, because he's like, I don't know if non-binary people are real. I'm like, don't you fuck everyone? And he's like, yeah, but okay.
It's a spectrum.
I don't know. I was thinking like, all right, okay? First of all, not a fan of the Irish. I'll just say that right now.
The Irish?
No, I'm joking. I don't even know Irish people. I've met Irish people. But American Irish. I don't really get that whole New York thing of like, I'm Italian. Like, I get it, but also you're not. I was thinking,
so being proud of your culture.
Yeah,
you just don't like culture.
Kinda. That's part of it. I don't like people who are proud of their culture. I don't like it because you didn't make it. It's not an achievement. It's like I was actually thinking this is so stereotypical just looking at me. I'm kind of bigoted toward like hardcore sports fans, for instance, because it's like if you're not like a hardcore, like you watch sports, but
no, but I have been like I've gone like full tilt and like
right.
Been down the rabbit hole.
And was it a period in your life when you didn't have your own accomplishments to celebrate, so you had to live vicariously through like 19-year-olds on a football team?
No, but I was also pretty young, and I was like, if I'm gonna watch sports, I'm gonna go all in. Me and my buddies, we had a podcast where we were following the XFL, and then COVID happened, and because we went to every single LA Wildcats game, and I was like watching everything football, like studying as much as I could, learn as much as I could about it for that podcast, and just having fun with them. And it was cool because we were there since the XFL started. So we were there from game one of the LA Wildcats, and we watched every single one of them. So I was like, I'm going to be an LA Wildcats fan. Like, this is my team. I can be here from the beginning. I
didn't know you were such a hipster, Bear.
It was a cool thing to have been there from the beginning.
That is cool.
But then COVID happened, and it all got shut down, and I was like, I'm not committing this hard on sports ever again.
Right.
No, it's one of those things. It's
the rug pulled out of you.
Yeah. And I was a Razorback fan my whole life, and being a Razorback fan will
masochism.
It'll fuck you up for sports.
Being a Razorback fan, I'm like, okay, do you just want me to like stomp on your balls and electrocute your nipples too? Because you seem to
No, I don't, and that's why I quit watching the fucking Razorbacks. God damn it. Their baseball team's really good, but like the football team breaks my heart ever since Darren McFadden and Felix Jones left.
Yeah, those are the only.
Ever since Bobby Petrino got on a fucking moped.
Why do kids have to grow up?
aren't we getting a University of Kentucky's coach for Razorback? Okay, that'll be a big get because they're super into basketball.
Yeah.
Which you would have known if you had gone there and got scammed by this corporate gig.
Oh yeah, I got scammed today, Seth.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Out of a corporate gig.
Did they reach out to you?
Yeah, they emailed me. They're like, hey, are you available for booking? And I was like, what's the details of your event? And they sent me like, is this Bank Center in Lexington? And like, they asked me if I'd come perform, and I was like really confused because like if you see my jokes online, there's nothing on there that screams corporate.
Yeah.
Okay? Like
I was immediately like, oh, somebody thinks Bear's funny. That's a scam. That's not.
But yeah, I'm like, all right, this like I had my antenna up. I was like, this may not be on the up, but if it's an opportunity, what I thought was, hey, they want me to do 10 to 30 minutes clean, and I've got about 7 clean. Okay. So I was gonna write. This is gonna be a writing challenge.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like get in my book and get after it.
Right.
Use this as a stepping stone to get more opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
And I hit up another comic in that area because I know him, Dan from Kentucky, and so I hit him up, and he's like, hey, is this for Icon or Incon or whatever concert it is? Like, yeah, this is a scam.
You weren't even checking on the venue. You were trying to get more gigs after the show.
Yeah, right? I just hit him. I was like, hey, I'm coming to town for this, and this is the date, and if you got any other shows in the area, I'd love to hop on, because it was in the afternoon. Mm-hmm. So I was just trying to, it's like, maybe I could hop on another show that night. And he was like, hey, buddy, that's not a thing.
Which I don't try.
Which I love him for. Like, thank you for making me not drive out to fucking Kentucky.
Yeah, right. Dan Alton is he's a solid guy. We've all met him. Road dog. But so why, of all the people to target with scams, you think of like old people's retirement accounts, stuff like that. Why comedians?
I don't know, but it got me.
I mean, that's just
boy. I felt dumb. I felt like a grandpa. Like it's the oldest I've ever felt in my life because that's the first email scam that got me. Because I thought it was a booking, and like that's my soft spot.
No, but you did your due diligence though. That's the thing. But I'm just saying, like I don't know, comedians we're not known to be wealthy. If you're not Kevin Hart, it's like stealing from the Salvation Army bucket. It's like, oh man, I got 20 cents, bro.
Yeah, and even like
right, they open up my bank account, they're probably gonna owe somebody money.
Yeah, especially if they're like paying by check. It sounded like they just wanted a free show. Like they weren't going to try and.
It honestly, it sounds like they were trying to bounce a check and get a free show.
Yeah.
And then like, what are you going to do? Hire a lawyer? You know, get JJ to come on here.
Which just seems like a lot of work for a free show. You know.
Yeah.
That's just ridiculous. I'm glad you talked to Dan. Dan's such a good guy, dude. He's
a funny guy.
If you can ever catch him.
I hate it though because I was so excited. I hit up a headliner I know that's headlining in the area. I was like, hey man, can I jump on your show tonight? And he was like messaging me back like, yeah, we'll get you on whatever. And then I had to hit him up like, I got scammed. I'm not gonna be there. I just wasted your time. My bad, buddy.
Damn.
Yeah. No, I'm sure he was understanding about it. Well, that's something. If we're going to talk about roast material, you know, I think I gave plenty last time, but I haven't mentioned this because I don't like talking about this. I don't even know. I've mentioned it to you, I think. I don't think I've ever told you about this. I lived in Lexington, Kentucky for about 3 years right after college because I, was like, oh, I'll move across state lines for a girl I've dated for a few months. And that was just tank. I mean, I'd known her for years. We'd been friends. It wasn't like I just met this chick. But, that's probably one of the, I mean, I don't regret it because, I met a lot of great people there and like Lexington's a cool town, cool hip college town or whatever.
So what'd you do that you don't like talking about?
I just feel dumb. I just feel
for moving
dumb.
there for a girl?
Yeah. But it happens.
Yeah.
Man, hey, you didn't meet this girl though. You just, she was a piece of work. Just like actual gaslighting and shit. I mean, I'm sure she has her own story, but no, it was cool though because I actually started comedy in Kentucky. That's where I was living. Louisville was where I first set foot on stage. So,
oh wow,
I still, and a lot of those people have moved on. I don't know how many of them really remember me. I did. One guy, he was featuring here, Jeremiah Martin. He was featuring at the Looney Bin, and he came
real familiar.
Yeah, he came up to me and he was like, "Hey, is your name Scott?" Like he actually remembered me from like 4 or 5 years ago, which was cool. It was like, all right, but no, I started there, so I still have a soft spot for like that scene, and even Cincinnati, I would go up there a lot.
The Nasty Natty.
A Nasty Natty. No, that's what makes it good, dude. Comedy has to come from grimy places. Like it can't come from too clean of places.
What is Cincinnati has that? What, Go Bananas?
Yeah, they got Go Bananas. It's a good club. It's independent.
Yeah.
And they even have comics like working in the kitchen and stuff. Like it's
nice.
It's very comic centered.
Yeah.
Which is very
I've
nice.
heard very good things about.
Yeah, dude, I saw Doug Stanhope there. Jeff Tate featured. He's hilarious.
Comedy clubs that have comics working in as many positions as they can, has a better feel to it. Like
all the time.
It's a better atmosphere. It's a better hang. It's a richer
right. It's clear the
environment.
comics are striving to be there no matter what they have to do. Like they want to spend their time so much that they've got a job there.
Yeah,
and I'm sure it pays dog shit.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. It's people who care about the product.
Right.
It's like I'm a big movie nerd, and it's like when you get these like MBA types who have this like MBA style thinking of like slashing costs and raising profits, and like Warner Brothers has had this guy David Zaslav, who are just like, but don't actually care about the art or like even the entertainment. Like it doesn't all have to be artsy fartsy. Like I just think that's something we see a lot of in multiple industries.
I agree.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. Comedy's weird now too, because I was reading like it's box office receipts or whatever you call them for comedy's higher than ever, but it's only at the top
levels, yeah.
And feature and MC pay has been the same since the 90s, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
And the thing is that nobody, and I get it, going to open mics and seeing people working on it, nobody wants to see you work on it. They want to see you once you got it.
Right.
And like once you got it, everybody wants to come see you be hilarious. But until then, nobody gives a absolute cricket of a fuck.
Yeah, it is a grind. It can be depressing. It's good because it separates the real ones from the hobbyists. But, overnight success, I say this all the time, overnight success takes about 15 years.
Yeah.
Right.
It's really hard.
So any day from now for you, right?
Yeah, I'm just hitting 15 years this month, so this is it. Any day.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll probably go to open mic tonight, and I think maybe a rep from Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
waiting for me.
Nickelodeon make you sniff his feet or something.
Nickelodeon. What other weird companies?
I don't know. Viacom owns all of it. It's all that's Comedy Central too.
Just a
It's the
Jew.
same-
I just need a Jew.
Yeah,
there.
dude. We're down with the Jews on this podcast. I guess.
Yeah,
You can
move
take
next
anything.
to us. Come see us at open mic.
You're moneyed.
Sponsor us.
You know.
I've tried to steer this conversation away from Jews like twice now.
Dude, you love it. You know it.
It always makes me uncomfortable.
Kara-
What, talking about Jews?
Because they're watching.
No, I have that. I don't know what it is, but that that white people think it's like, oh, don't talk about anything uncomfortable. I have a little bit of
You're
that.
you're the one who straight up asked me my most bigoted opinion.
I know.
You're like, hey Scott, do you use a hard R? Like you just came out with that.
No, you only have to worry.
I'm a dichotomy.
If
I'm both things.
Yeah,
if they
it's got a
blink their
hypocrite.
second set of eyelids, that's when you should. I think Kara doesn't know her biological father, so I always joke that she's half Jewish. And she's like, I don't know.
Is Carrie your wife?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's it's my dog.
Okay.
Boxer, but half Hasidic.
What she do that's Jewish?
Well, that's where we draw the line.
It's like, yeah, she's not even. It's like,
Got
yeah,
a thick bush.
she's circumcised.
Oh no, God, that's fucking funny. We did those TikTok filters where it tells you like what kind of bread you are.
Okay.
She was non-bread.
She was non. That's
Yeah.
not Jewish. Matzah bread. That's non is from India, dude.
NAAN.
Yeah, you get that from India. That's Hindu.
Was it what? Matzah bread?
Matzah bread.
I looked
is
it up and it was
the-
Jewish, whichever one it was.
I think it is. Okay.
And I was like, oh,
Listen,
this makes
look,
sense.
I don't know a lot of things. I know about bread. Look at me. Okay.
Yeah,
I've had-
carbs.
I have some
Carbs in general?
No, dude, I have some carb experience. Carb loading right now, bro. It's my Arnold Palmer. This doesn't help you play golf, by the way. I tested that. It just.
Did you go golfing?
I went to Top Golf, and that's. It's
By yourself, or did you bring home?
No, I just went by myself. No, I was with a group.
Oh, okay,
So I had
good.
some friends who are. I have a friend. All my other friends who aren't into comedy are starting to get careers where they have money, and so
They all golf
Yeah,
now.
well, one of them, he's like bringing me along, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is. I don't think I'm not white privileged enough for this. This is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you gotta have fuck you money for Top Golf.
I think it would be really funny though to take some comedians out and look at their golf swing.
It's
Because
pretty bad.
Mine is atrocious.
Yeah, they have a specific rule is that you can't do the Billy Madison run up and swing.
Yeah.
They have to write that down because so many people do it.
Wow.
It's bad. It's.
I can't believe that many people can pull it off.
No, it's actually not that. If you do go in a group, it's more reasonable. Although my
Yeah.
buddy also paid me in, so I could be talking out of my ass. I'm always talking out of my ass. I don't know. I'm coming.
You don't know how much it costs. How much does it cost to go hang out at Top Golf?
I don't.
You get like I think your first hour's like $25, something like that base. And
Do you
then
got to
that's
bring your own
before-
clubs, or they have
No,
clubs?
no,
clubs.
they have clubs.
clubs, balls, everything. There's
Like
a
that.
little
I've never
feeder.
played around to golf, but I've been to driving ranges and stuff, and it's just anger management therapy. That's all it is. You're just hitting stuff.
Yeah.
You're
Top
like,
golf though, you can like change it to where there's little mini games. There's little targets out in the field.
yeah.
That like you get points for. So if you hit it in,
You can bring your kid. There's like a Angry Birds thing where it's all like an augmented reality. It's really weird. It's there's people dying in Ukraine right now, and we got like like these millions invested in tracking golf balls flying. It's pretty good though.
yeah, Biden,
Yeah,
son of a bitch,
our infrastructure bill all went to Top Golf.
spent over $600 billion in Ukraine. We could have a Top Golf in everyone's backyard.
Dude, Top Golf would be the way to. I mean, that was. I don't want to talk about the debate. I don't want to get depressed again. But the it's like that's,
Did you watch any of it?
I've read enough and watched enough. I
haven't watched a single second.
I've watched some.
Really?
I should watch
Not one.
I should watch more of it. I mean, historically, presidential debates, most of them actually don't matter that much at the polls, just because like people already know who they're going to vote for,
Right.
more or less. So but this one, we'll see. We'll see how.
This one was
significant
really
this one-
bad. It pissed me off. It was embarrassing. If anyone from anywhere besides the United States saw it, it was just two old men that can barely fucking talk, talking shit about each other. They didn't really talk about anything important. All they did was insult each other,
and that's why I didn't watch it. Is because I'm embarrassed.
You know,
it's
it's
like
so embarrassing.
So being if you travel out of the country, so I think Here in our country, it's more polite. Like, don't talk religion and politics, in most office center or whatever. And like, if you travel other places don't have that barrier so much. So I swear to God, like the first night I went to Spain, I was in an Airbnb. I didn't even have an apartment yet. I had an apartment hunt when I got there. And my Airbnb host, I was literally like, how are you? How was your flight? Do you like Trump? I swear to, it was like that quick. It was this weird thing of having to like
gotta make sure.
Yeah, well, no, it wasn't. It was just like I had to almost like have like a pre-planned response on like all these questions on American politics, because people abroad are just like looking at like the reality show crap that's happening in our country.
I don't know that no matter which candidate I ever vote for in any realm, I don't know that I would ever tell anybody who I voted for.
No,
like. It's none of your fucking business who I vote for. Yeah. And also, like, just because...
Whoever supports Israel, Hollywood. Sorry, go ahead.
If I tell you who I vote for, you're going to have preconceived notions about me because of your stereotypes about the people that you think vote for that person.
Yeah.
And so I'm not going to give you that. Like, I'll sit here and talk any side of the table with you. And when it comes to any side of the table, I'll listen to both sides and try to make a rational decision based off of my own life experiences. But it's nobody else's fucking business as far as I'm concerned.
Damn.
No, it's not.
I don't necessarily disagree with you, but I just don't care. I'll tell anyone. If they ask, I'm like, yeah, I voted.
I
voted for blank.
I just ask people who they voted for. I'm like, yeah, that guy. That's how I do it with crowds. I'm just like, yeah, what crowd is this? Okay, yeah, I'm on your side. Whatever it is.
Yeah, just lie.
Yeah, just don't have no integrity. That's all you need to be a great comic.
Yeah, don't do that. That's terrible.
No, I don't.
Terrible advice.
Yeah, I voted for him too.
Yeah,
who'd you vote for? Yeah, I actually voted twice.
Yeah, love it.
I voted for both of them.
Yeah, sure. Just write in.
Faked my name. I got my dog a ballot.
Didn't even fake it. Put my name in there twice.
It could be. Twice. We could do that. There are cities with dogs as mayors. That couldn't be that worse. Yeah. There's a couple where there's like a cat mayor, a dog mayor.
Okay.
Those exist.
I just want somebody that's not wearing Depends.
Right.
Yeah, but like, that's a big sponsor, man.
There's got to be a younger, more competent anybody.
I saw
RFK is younger.
Yeah, but RFK's voice don't inspire confidence.
No, his
like, his voice. I guess I haven't heard him talk.
Oh, like
does he not sound like JFK?
He's had like something like I don't know
sounds
the story.
It almost sounds like he had a tracheotomy or something.
Yeah, he had like something. He talks like out of his throat, like really raspy.
Ooh.
Also, he's dating Cheryl from Curb Your Enthusiasm. He's dating Larry David's fake wife.
Oh,
which may or may not be a selling point. I don't know.
I don't know anything
Connected
about
to
that.
The Jews?
I just know that like. I don't think a lot of people are going to be able to get over his voice.
Right.
Just because like in a time of crisis, like it doesn't sound.
No, it's a weird thing about the president in general is like I don't know how important policy is for most people.
Right.
Although at the same time you can kind of guess people's policy just by what party they're on.
Well, I just, anything is better than what we have right now, and better than what we had before. Because right now it's just we had a.
How are you?
We had some towers went down. That's Joe Biden.
Was that your?
That was my joke.
Oh, I thought that was your George Bush.
Oh, we had some. No, George Bush is.
Some towers went down.
That's George Bush is more. Yeah, we had some people hit some towers. They had some. I think they're terrorists. Islamophobes, something like that.
That's not terrible.
No, they're definitely Islamophiles. That's not terrible.
Hit some towers.
I've heard you do Trump. You do an okay Trump.
Hang on, I got to finish this story about this dog before you whisper in my ear. I'm reading these kids. Is this puppy going to get home or not?
Yeah, I'd vote for that guy.
Yeah. Seth, are you 35?
I'm 36.
Oh, you can run?
I'll be 37 this year.
Yeah, I'm writing in Seth Dees.
Let's make it happen, baby.
Let's make it happen, baby.
Seth, would you want to be president?
No. I think that's what makes me perfect for president.
Yeah, of course.
No, I don't think so, because I would. I'd be assassinated very quickly.
Bro, if let's say that this podcast takes off and the American public's like, you know what, fuck Trump, fuck Biden, let's vote Seth Dees in. Let's say you get handed the keys to the Maserati that is the United States government.
Okay.
Would you or would you not tell me about the aliens?
Damn, dude.
You would have to.
I would. We would have a system of blinking that I would let you.
But
know.
we would I would have the code. Like I'd have the key to the code and be able to. Okay. Yeah,
right,
I'm okay
four
with
blinks. They're they're aliens, but they're gay.
We can come up with the code later. We ain't got to come up with it now.
No.
I just feel like when you become president, they sit you down and they play you the video of JFK's head exploding, and they're like, this is what they said to Obama, like, still believe in all that hope and change stuff. And he was like, no.
You could be President Dees.
President Dees sounds fucking dope.
It sounds dope, you know.
At the same time,
I'm such a, like, if I had a genie and a wish, and I would vote for any candidate. I don't care if their policies was Armageddon.
Right.
If they told me all the truth about everything from the aliens and everything that we know about all of that.
Yes.
Like, if I could have a way, like a wish or magic to make sure that they were telling me the actual truth, if the whole truth and nothing but the truth, I'd vote for that guy.
So if Mussolini would tell you about the aliens, you be marching in line?
I mean, I ain't going to enlist, but
I don't know what kind of weird antlered pasta you're eating, but yeah, I'd vote for Mussolini.
Why not?
I'm not going to go killing nobody, but I'll put my name on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
To hear about the aliens? Come on now.
Yeah, but what's going to be sad is, like you said, I'll accept even Armageddon, and as the world burns around you, they're just like, it was us the whole time.
Like, you motherfuckers.
Sorry, we used aliens to get that through. Because we've been creating,
and that is possible, and I just want to know that.
I'm into that too.
No.
I would get assassinated by the higher ups. There's so many lobbyists, like for-profit prisons gone. Everybody that was incarcerated because of marijuana, free.
Yeah. You wouldn't tell us about the aliens, so we'd have to take you down.
I don't know. I feel like I guess I would if there were aliens, but like I also don't want general chaos.
Dude, I always say that if you had undeniable proof right now that aliens were real, how would your life change? Really? On a day-to-day basis.
Well, it would just open up a new world of wonder, a new world of exploration, and it's like a new frontier. And it's like the possibility of where they come from, how they got here, the technology they use, their biology, like their history, what have they been through, like all of that. It's like an entire other. Like, imagine what's happened over just this planet for the past 4 billion years. How many, like, the rise and fall of the dinosaurs, the ice ages, cavemen, like Egypt, Rome, here, now. If the aliens exist on another world, that means there's an entire other world of that really cool, wow, crazy thing.
Lore.
But will they?
Yeah, it's just like a whole nother set of lore.
Lore. This is fucking Bears Baldur's Gate 3 fucking.
Yeah, like it's just it's exciting. It's like it fills me with awe and wonder, and it makes me feel like a kid. And I would want to know, just so I can know what's true, just to know the next step. Okay, well, what does that mean? I just want to know more.
And what them titties like.
I don't give a fuck about fucking aliens.
Some aliens? I do. I do.
Well, yeah. What's wrong with you, prude?
How dare you?
Wait,
that's half of the reason we
don't like Captain Kirk. Will the alien?
Captain Kirk isn't an alien, is he?
No, but he's banging them.
Oh well,
He's fucking the hell out, and they're hot too.
Yeah, dude. Because they're humans.
Right. They look like humans. Like that's like.
Yeah, if it's
I don't want to fuck an alien. I don't want to fuck a goat.
You don't want to fuck like a giant spider alien. What's wrong with you?
Of course not.
Yeah, this is this reminds me of like the weirdest Pokemon to hang out to cuddle with. It's always Machamp or Machop.
Yeah,
it's just like a buff dude. Sounds great to me.
Right. It's like, where is the line? Like if I find some like Slender Man in a cave.
Are you going to argue that you should be allowed to fuck monkeys? Because I feel like that's where it goes.
That's how COVID started. Isn't that where AIDS came from? I don't like
that or eating the meat.
Like the monkey brain. They ate something to do with it. So yeah, I don't. That's not a good idea. We don't want to start like COVID-20 or whatever. But at the same time, like, I don't know. Life is short. There's so few pleasures in life. And if that alien had like, I don't know, like a felt inside of
the
vagina,
is it a sofa?
I don't know.
You don't fuck this couch, dude.
Brother, I would.
Because Bear and I already have this unlocked. We live here.
You're not allowed to sleep on the couch anymore.
Just don't interrupt me. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I was watching a video of Sarah Silverman. She had admitted on Howard Stern's show that she watches, her porn category is watching dudes fuck couches. And then she's like, later on her own podcast, she was like, so I had this time on Howard Stern where I admitted this, and now I went and checked the fucking couches category again. There's not many videos to begin with, but there was a new one, and I watched it. And as this guy comes, as he's fucking the couch, he yells Sarah Silverman. He yells her full name.
Damn.
That's funny.
So now every time I think of fucking a couch, I'm just gonna.
Right. Thanks for plugging my YouTube channel with that, by the way.
Yeah, dude.
It's a weird thing. It is a weird thing. I feel weird for not having fucked a couch. Like I talk to guys and they're all like, "Yeah, I fucked a couch. Puberty is we all fuck couches." I'm like, "Am I the only one not fucking couches?" I don't know. You guys fuck couches?
I mean, were you just more creative? You fucked something.
I hump some pillows and shit. It's that.
I don't know. I mean, what is fucking? What's the line?
It's
like when I'm sleeping on my stomach, and
man and woman love each other very much.
What does the couch have to do with it then? I guess because if I'm just laying on my stomach and my dick is there, and I'm like bouncing up, is that fucking?
Yes.
Well then, yes. Fuck the couch.
Seth,
well then, yes.
Seth describes fucking. Is that fucking? Yeah. So what if the couch has a vagina and I put my penis in it? Does that count?
The couch doesn't have a vagina. Yeah. It's a crack that my dick fits.
Okay. Well, women have cracks too.
You're right. It's a lewd description of what they got going on, but
yeah,
ultimately, yeah.
I got one. It's fine.
I do too.
Yeah. Butt cracks.
Yeah,
got it.
Dude.
Yeah,
Hell
this is we're in our roast. We're in our 30s. The
roast material.
Roast materials. Yeah. My name's Scott. I got a butt crack.
What is the weirdest thing you fucked, Scott? Let's give some more roast material. Let's give Dre this ammo.
I don't. I fucked a fleshlight before, which I don't think is that weird. But I mean, that's what they're made for.
Yeah.
But
was it like a fucking Reba McEntire fleshlight?
Yeah.
What was it?
Nah, dude. It was
oh God, Fancy let me down.
No, it was a Conway Twitty. It was something
way better.
Done that. My parents listen to this podcast, by the way. So just
what's up, Mama?
So that's why you're not telling us the weirdest things you've ever fucked.
No, I'm legitimately trying to think. I mean, I don't know. My hand's pretty.
Aren't your parents like both educated?
Yeah.
Why are they listening to this?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm so sorry for them.
They're way too smart.
Yeah.
My dad's a professor.
Yeah. Sorry, professor.
Dude, I had to take his class. That was weird.
Oh, I bet
for my journalism minor. I had to. There was no other. I didn't want to. There was no other choice.
Did you raise your hand and call him daddy? That would have been funny.
Yeah, dude. I should have. I should have leaned into it.
Yeah, that would have been really
I was
funny.
embarrassed at the time, but I should have been like in the newsroom, like, "Daddy, can you check this?"
Just embarrass the shit out of him.
Yeah, dude.
Get a bad grade and just throw your shit. This is bullshit, Dad.
Yeah, dude. Fuck you.
God.
I'll see you tonight. We're having spaghetti.
Terrible thing. No, dude. No, I have such a nerdy, like, our arguments at the dinner table were over commas. It was the stupidest fucking household to grow up
Over
in.
commas?
Yeah, dude. It's like news writing and shit. That was just like growing up. That's what it was, because those were what my parents did.
Well, I mean, me and my son have conversations over chess pieces.
Oh, yeah,
so,
all the time.
Yeah.
No, you're obsessed. Yeah, I mean, Seth, this guy, every time I walk out in this living room, it's something chess on the TV, chess on the, playing on the computer, doing something. I mean, he's really breaking down that glass ceiling for rednecks.
You have your passions, we all have our passions.
We all do.
I'm training. Got the state tournament coming up.
It is. I'm going to be state champ.
I feel it, dude. For me, it's Elden Ring right now, so I'm like watching it on TikTok.
I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring.
I'm watching playthroughs on YouTube when I'm not playing.
Yeah, I like games that make me feel not stupid.
Chess makes me feel real stupid.
Yeah, no, it does. It's all a false sense of accomplishment.
But I feel like
guess.
at the same time, it can make you feel real smart.
Yeah, that's the addicting part. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because when it goes well, when you have a plan and when it comes together and you get them and you get them in that trap and there ain't nothing they can do, that's the juice. That's like crack. What
is chess trash talking like? What kind of? I mean, is there any trash talking competitiveness?
Some online, and it's always somebody from like Yugoslavia or something, but you'll have some 1,300 rated player that'll be trash talking, but over the board, everybody's really polite.
Yeah,
it's all nerds. Nobody's
because nobody knows how to throw a punch.
It's a gentleman's game.
Yeah,
it is a gentleman's game,
and there's not especially at any high level there's a lot of humility to a lot of the players because they know they can blunder like that, and then the game's out. They can miss a detail and miss an idea, and then the game is just over.
No, it's definitely a humility teaching thing. I think it's a good lesson.
Everything we've described is Elden Ring as well. It's a gentleman's game. It's humility. You can lose focus in an instant and die. It is.
Yeah, and there's lore. Yeah, chess doesn't have enough lore for me. That's the thing.
Yeah, there really should be more lore.
Yeah, I don't have any backstory on this king. What is this kingdom? Yeah, king of where? King of comedy. King of
but you have the lore of how many games that have different positions have been played, and how many grandmasters have tried this idea, and how many grandmasters have refuted that idea or come up with their own ideas. Like it
doesn't come in the packet with the board game though. I need to know like a little flip book, like a picture of the king.
Yeah,
or his hot wife.
Yeah, well, we can check out Bair's chess fan fiction he's probably written.
Really needs to be something attached.
Yeah,
to this.
dude, my Magnus Carlsen, Bobby Fischer shipping.
Scott, do you have any shows you'd like to hype up before we get out of here?
Other than this, I do not currently have any shows booked. You guys can follow me on Instagram at Scott K Comedy. I also do a weekly movie discussion on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, we just hit 1,000 subscribers, so we just got monetized.
Fuck yeah! Congratulations.
Yeah, awesome. We're very happy to do it with my buddy Adrian, and other guests when they can. It's called The Harbor. The YouTube channel is Kino Cowboy. That's with K's.
Kino Cowboy.
Kino Cowboy.
Nice.
The
Harbor.
The Harbor. Yes,
I love it.
It's great. No,
I'll find it and put a link to
it. Yeah. We've been doing it a while. It's a lot of fun. It's pretty nerdy. Like we try to go into like the historical context of like certain things and like different directors' filmographies and how certain films relate to others.
Can you believe he put a comma there? What a dipshit.
Yeah, dude. It's terrible. It's a disease.
Have you got anything you'd like to hype up?
Yeah. This Friday I'm at the Joint with the stand-up showdown with you.
Yep, I'm there.
You're on that one.
I'm also July 13th.
July 13th we're doing You Look Like. We're on Team Little Rock.
Fuck yeah.
And then this show on the 29th, I'm actually going to be in St. Louis that night, so I may like fucking phone in via satellite. I don't even know how we're going to do. I will figure. So I want to at least watch it. You know what I mean? It's got to be some way. I hate that I'm going to be missing.
Also, your roast battle, this most recent one, will be up this week. So be looking out for that on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, we'll be putting out some shorts too. I just found a really sweet, really quick AI clip maker. You know me with AI.
Yeah, I know. You hate humans.
I don't like them, and I'd like to take... We should be out writing comedy and poetry instead of having to meticulously make clips. AI could do it for us, so I think we'll be able to...
That's actually a good use of AI.
Right.
Well, thank y'all for listening. I know a couple of y'all have been coming out. Like, I've seen somebody at the Joint that listens, and our audience is slowly growing, so we can't thank you enough. Appreciate the fuck out of you. Come see us on July 29th. The roast battle is going to be fun as fuck, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Love you guys.
Love you, buddy.